This is a specific verse taken from the book of Genesis, chapter 24. This verse was spoken by the man, the servant, who was in charge of all of Abraham's vast household and possessions. And because he worked within the house of Abraham, alongside Abraham, a man of profound faith, he too eventually became a man of faith himself. The Bible tells us this. The individual who chooses to walk with the wise will eventually become wise themselves. When you walk with wise people, much like the wise people described in the Bible, you will acquire profound wisdom through your steadfast faith. This is exactly as it is written in the Epistle of James. The Epistle of James says this, whoever wants to be wise, whoever needs wisdom should ask God, who gives generously to all. But how should he ask? With faith. So when you walk with the wise and let the gift of true wisdom come through prayer in faith, you will become wise in your ways. Or if you are wise, your wisdom will continue to grow. One who chooses to walk with the wise will eventually become wise. This man, because he was with Abraham, the one responsible for his household, he too became a man of faith, just as Abraham is the man of faith. In the name of the Lord Jesus. In the name of the Lord Jesus. When we draw closer to one another, we increase each other's faith. When we draw closer to one another, we increase each other's wisdom. In the name of the Lord Jesus, any people whose closeness to me would weaken my faith or diminish my wisdom, may the Lord not allow it. May the Lord allow only relationships that build up, so that we may have relationships where we draw closer to one another, so that our faith grows, our wisdom increases, and our love for one another deepens. Just like the faithful believers in the church of Thessalonica. Their faith kept increasing and their love for one another also kept growing. Dear viewer, this man, the man of faith who was with Abraham, said a truly great and powerful word. He said, do not hinder me, for the Lord has made my journey successful. As long as I have faith that the Lord is making my way successful, and as long as I can clearly see the Lord's hand with me, do you see the Lord's hand with you or not? If you don't see the Lord working with you and his hand is not unmistakably evident in your affairs, then come before the Lord, pray, and ask him to support you in a very clear way. Because the best thing is for us to see the Lord working with us. He saw the Lord's hand with him. So he said, the Lord has made my way successful. Then he looked at the people in that situation and said to them, do not hinder me. Dear viewer, when you have faith that the Lord is making you succeed, and when you clearly see the Lord's hand with you, you must then pay close attention to any fearful thoughts that come to scare you and say to them, do not hinder me. That's exactly how these thoughts work. You must say, do not hinder me, for the Lord has truly made my way successful. When a thought of fear comes to you, when you get a thought of laziness, when you feel that laziness is what's holding you back from going to work, or you're lazy, or there's something like a sickness, for example, you say, do not hinder me, O sickness. Do not hinder me, O laziness. And you look directly at the devil and say to him, do not hinder me. My success comes only from the Lord. For the Lord has made my way truly prosperous. In the holy name of the Lord Jesus, we are filled with a deep faith that the Lord is giving us extraordinary success during these days. You might say to me, no, my circumstances are bad and my job barely brings in anything. I say to you, believe that, you will see the hand of the Lord. You will see success. You won't be able to say that this is my own success. You will say, this is the work of the Lord with me. You will say, the Lord has made my way prosperous. And you will look at the devil and say to him, I rebuke you. You cannot hinder me. And to anyone the devil sends your way, say this, in the name of the Lord Jesus. They will not be able to weaken my determined spirit, nor will they ever be able to make me fall into laziness, become overwhelmed by fear, or feel a deep sense of being discouraged. I am with the Lord in elevation. I am with the Lord in what? In elevation. I am with the Lord moving from glory to glory. I am with the divine Lord, walking from strength to greater strength. We receive success from the hand of the Lord. Just like Nehemiah when he said, the God of heaven will give us success. And that's why we refuse and say to laziness, no, you will not hinder us. And we say to fear, you will not hinder us. And we say to evil spirits, do not obstruct us. Nehemiah said this, the God of heaven will give us success, and we are the Lord's servants. We are his what? We rise up. There is no laziness, and we build confident that the Lord supports what we do. We will not just build and end up with a negative or zero result. No, we will build, and the building, the construction that we are building will succeed and stand firm.